Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Good morning. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. We are continuing reading the Nectarean Ocean of the Holy Name book by Sachinandana Swami Maharaj. We are on page 92, eighth offense. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna, one of the auspicious ritualistic activities offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, Karma Kanda. Dharma Vatra Tyage Hutadi Sarva Shubhakriya Samyam. What is the difference between chanting the holy name and pious activities? The holy name is directly Krishna. The way and the goal are identical. The holy name is a process and simultaneously the goal. It is full of spiritual bliss and bestows highest perfection. As for ordinary pious activities such as altruistic works, fire sacrifice, yoga, purifying bath at holy places, varnashrama duties, demigod worship, austerity, etc., the means or the way and the goal have to be distinguished. Such actions are surely materialistic, although they are good material activities and bring a good material goal. But how can they help to attain a spiritual goal? Chanting, on the other hand, is already the goal. It is Krishna himself. One must definitely act in the mode of goodness to be elevated gradually. But ultimately, one has to give up all material activities, good and bad, and act only for Krishna's pleasure. Chanting, however, is never to be given up, not on the conditional platform nor in the liberated state. The original form of the holy name. No activity can be compared with chanting the holy name. The Supreme Lord is a transcendental Son. His divine form is fully spiritual. All his deity forms are absolutely just like his name, his adobe, and his pastimes, unlike objects made of inert matter which are separate from their names. The holy name is not different from Krishna. The holy name chanted by a pure devotee descends directly from the spiritual world, Goloka Vrindavana. It emanates directly from his soul, permi- permeates his entire body, and dances on the tip of his tongue. One who chants like this is actually chanting the name, whereas he who nourishes a material concept of the holy name is lost. How can the eighth offense be rectified? If one commits this offense, it is advisable to go to the Vaishnavas and obtain Sambandha Jnana in order to remove one's ignorance. One should avoid this mistake in the future and start to chant seriously. After having spoken about the eighth offense, Haridasa Thakura addresses the following prayer to Lord Chaitanya. My dear Lord, my thoughts and my intellect are thoroughly mundane. Therefore, I simply mouth the names of the Lord. I am too fortunate to experience the transcendental touchstone qualities of the holy name. O Lord, I beg you to please appear as the holy name and dance on my tongue. I fall at your lotus feet and pray if you like. You can keep me in your material world and deprive me of the spiritual sky. Whatever you desire, you are free to fulfill. But please let me taste the divine nectar of Krishna's holy name. You have incarnated amongst all the jivas to distribute the holy name. So kindly also consider me an insignificant jiva. I am a fallen soul and you are the savior of the fallen. Let this be our relationship, O Savior. On the strength of the relationship, I am begging from you the nectar of the holy name, Harinama Chintamani. By cultivating such humble and eager attitude following the footsteps of Namacharya, the eighth offense can surely avoided. Ninth offense. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Ashradatane mukhe pi ashranivanti. Often devotees may wonder if they have committed this offense by requesting any person they meet. Well, just say Hare Krishna. It is an Indian greeting. Someone who chants the holy name must have faith. This faith is engendered by Sankirtana, loud chanting of the holy name. Thus, if someone has attained faith, he will approach a bona fide spiritual master to receive the holy name from him. The term faith has to be understood properly. It means it firmly believes in the glories and the potency of the holy name. A real Vaishnava will never give the holy name to someone lacking this faith. For the person will surely harm his spiritual life by committing offenses. Simultaneously, the person who gives the holy name will lose all his devotional merits and quickly fall down. But what about all the preachers who are constantly committing this offense by giving the holy name, either orally or in the form of a literature? To people who have no real faith, are they benefit of any chance? No, this offense refers specially to giving the holy name by the means of diksha, initiation. To instruct a faithless person on the glories of the holy name means to initiate him. The habit to accept disciples without having instructed them about spiritual life and having instilled faith in them is a great offense. On the part of the guru, a guru who behaves like that will fall down and loses all the good results of the spiritual life. Faithless person should first, as mentioned above, gain faith through the singing the holy name. After some time, they will approach a bona fide guru, receive initiation onto the holy name, and thus easily attain prema, love of God. The highest goal of life, although we have heard that this offense is mainly committed by a guru who gives initiation to an unqualified disciple. It is also be committed by someone who openly speaks about the confidential glories of the holy name to an unqualified audience. I think we can stop. No. Which persons are unfit to be initiated into the holy name? The faithful person lives in the imaginations that after having accepted the holy name, he no longer needed to fear mistakes and sins. He thinks that after initiations, everybody should offer their prostrated obeisances, dandavat, unto him, and that he should be served by others. Such a person is unfit for spiritual life. How then can the faithless be liberated? As already mentioned, he has to develop faith through the loud Sankirtana before he can receive the holy name. This means that one should encourage such persons to chant the holy name, but without instructing them about the most advanced, intimate secrets, as, for example, that Krishna dances on the tongue of the chanter. Faithless person cannot understand such topics. At least they will consider it an aggregation. It is a general principle for preachers to avoid statements which cannot be understood by their audience. For the same person, one should not comfort the beginners with the list of all the offenses against the holy name. First, he should receive encouraging instructions. By chanting the holy name, he will slowly be purified and acquire a higher taste, which enables him to gradually descend from material activities and take the offense more seriously. When Srila Prabhupada propagated Krishna consciousness among the hippies in New York, he first encouraged them to chant the holy name. Only later, he told them not to take drugs. Thus, one should simply encourage the faithless beginners to accept the spiritual path. Later, when he is established in the spiritual life and seeks further progress, one can help him to become safe on his path, which he has developed faith in the chanting of the holy name. He will approach a bona fide guru, accept the holy name from him, and finally attain prema. Even thieves, prostitutes, and scoundrels can give up their sinful mentality and thus gain faith. As soon as their faith is strong, they can be instructed about the holy name in detail. This way, the holy name can be spread everywhere. It is interesting to see that Lord Chaitanya first invoked initial. Oh, let me summarize the eighth offense and the ninth offense. To consider the chanting of the Hare Krishna as one of the special ritualistic activities. The holy name is directly Krishna. That there is no difference. Like Krishna and Hare Krishna, chanting the holy name is same, calling out for the Krishna. It is, and some activities, bathing in the holy rivers, holy places, doing sacrifices, yagna. All these are considered as the material activities, but not the holy name. No activity can be compared with chanting of the holy name. And the ninth offense, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. This is very important to understand. This is clearly like instructing or giving the diksha for the faithless person, not for everybody. We can chant, we can say Hare Krishna to anyone, and we can at least let the normal persons chant Hare Krishna. That is not an offense. But giving the diksha for the persons who don't develop the faith or taste on the holy name, that is an offense. Thank you so much.